Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine DeGrioli, also known as the Art Chick, and today I just wanted to talk about being a full-time entrepreneur, artist, photographer. If you're just starting out and you want you're debating if you want to get into this, I would say don't quit your day job so fast. I would give it a little time. If you just want to do this full time at some point, you're at that point where this is it, you don't want to do anything else, fine. But you also want to keep in mind that there is going to be a lot of ups and downs, and it never stops. No matter how great you are, you have to work on your SEO, and the algorithms change all the time. You have to be found. I mean, if people can't find you on Google, Yahoo, or Bing, you don't exist. You have to network because it's people that you know, so get out and network. Volunteer your time, it could be like something that's not related to your line of work. Actually, in fact, that's probably better. And you meet different people that maybe you wouldn't normally have met before, so that expands your marketing. Look into different publications that you want to be a part of, and reach out to submit your work, and be prepared that you may get rejections, but just keep at it, and eventually you will break through. Like, I have an example for you. When I started my career in my early 20s, I did nightlife photography, and I would do promos for DJs during the day. And I really wanted my work to be published in DJ Times magazine. I just really did. And I was super persistent to send things to the editor constantly. And it took a couple of years for him to finally recognize me and to publish my work, leading into full cover stories to even a cover shot. But now, I do more commercial and fashion, beauty, so I don't really have anything to do with nightlife anymore. But I'm just letting you know that it's really important to do your diligence and research the kind of publication you would be part of, and make sure that it's something that you would feel proud of seeing your work published with them in the event that they accept your work. So that's super, super critical. I'll say another thing is, you should never pay for your work to be published. So if they're asking for money from you, walk and run the other direction. And yeah, I forgot how to say run for your life in French. It was yesterday. I'm trying to learn French, and it's really hard. And yesterday's word was run for your life. But anyway, back on to the photography thing. Creative shoots are really important. I do about 2 to 4 a month. And, it allows me to work with different people and see what people I want to continue to work on projects with and ones that I don't. It also allows me to feel confident that when a client hires me and they need me to bring my own team, that I'm bringing the very best with me. It's not good to go into a job with some surprises. Like, for example, I did a creative shoot with a young girl. She was like a teenager, and the stylist suggested this makeup artist. Oh, you have to work with this makeup artist. And I was like, okay, they shot this celebrity, they're amazing. And I said, okay, let's see how great they are. I wasn't really impressed with the makeup. Face was kind of shiny, didn't really look like there was really much on her. Like, it just didn't look like he did anything, and it just really wasn't that good. Turned out, I later on found out that his brushes weren't very clean, and the model, her skin broke out. So, I mean, you really can't have that type of thing happen on a paid shoot. And really, regardless, paid or not paid, I never want to go through something like that, and I don't want my models to go through. I don't want anybody to go through a bad experience. I want everybody to have a good experience. So I'm grateful to learn this right off the bat. And now that person is in my no way, I'm not working with you again. I'm not suggesting you to clients. And then I have my A-list of artists to work with. So it's really, really important to rule those things out ahead of time. And, you know, creative days help you create something new that maybe you wouldn't have created because other people have other creative input. It also gives you an opportunity to test out some new lighting techniques, new modifiers, and to showcase work that you really want to be shooting for your dream clients, so that, you know, one day maybe they'll stumble on it and they'll say, hey, I really like this and I want a shot just like that. And you know how to do it with confidence. So yeah, creative days, just do even if it's just once a month, but just do them. They're really, really important. And they're going to be important throughout your whole career. Be prepared that it's going to be up and down, just like the stock market. You're gonna have good and bad months, and one month's gonna roll into the other month. So just, you know, as you start to build your career, you'll start to notice that certain times of the year are just slow no matter how great you are. For example, after the holidays and New Year's resolutions, I find towards like the end of January, February-ish, it just slows down dramatically, and then it picks up again. And then April hits around in tax time, it slows down again, and then it picks up after that's over with. And then August hits around and it gets a little wonky because people go away, and then it goes back up again after kids are settled back into school. It's generally, for me, that's what I find always happens at certain times, at those times. But it may work differently for you, you know? Who knows? Everybody is different. So you can't, you know, compare yourself to other people. Look at other people as like an example of like, for inspiration, but don't compare yourself to like defeat. Like, don't do the whole defeatism kind of like, you know, self-doubt game. Because the second you start feeling self-doubt or jealous or anything like that, it's just shut your mind off of it for a while. Take a break and don't personalize it that way. Don't internalize that kind of thought process. Go for a run, you know, do some yoga, like go talk to a good friend. I don't know, just do something other than think about that. It's always good to go in positive into everything that you do, and you know, by nature, we're not positive all the time, so just take breaks when you need to. So I hope that advice makes sense and that it's helpful to you. I know during, you know, COVID and lockdown, it's extremely challenging, but I'm taking advantage of this time. You know, I have clients that were, you know, anxious to come in and get shots done of their products or their headshots for LinkedIn or, you know, their model portfolios. You know, people just like itching to do creative stuff. So creative days have been like a real hit because people like, you know, they lost their jobs at like, say like QVC, a lot of makeup artists lost their jobs there, and they just really, you know, miss, you know, the practice. And so, you know, there's just do the best you can. Hang in there, keep persistent, and believe in yourself. And eventually, you know, the pieces will come together. But, you know, there's no guarantee in anything that you do in life. Remember that. Like, you know, even if you work a job and you get a steady paycheck, I mean, they can let you go at any time, right? And being a freelancer, you don't have a steady paycheck, but you are responsible for your own state of mind and happiness. And that's for us all. So stay positive, do what you love, believe in yourself, and have patience. Keep at it. If you have any questions, please leave your comments down below or private message me. And I hope this video was inspiring. I hope that it was really helpful. And I will see you next week. Hopefully I'll have a little behind the scenes. I got a couple of them all booked up this month. I've got about 2 more creative days. I'm super, super stoked to show you behind the scenes with that. Until then, see you next Sunday at noon. Bye, guys.